So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, we usually do this in January, every January, so why are we going ahead with this again? I mean, we're doing so many things that you're not supposed to do, and here's another item. I don't get it, I really don't get it.
Well, I won't go in to say anything that was said in executive session.
Right.
But
we
it's blatantly
hire all of
apparent.
them in January. This
Yes.
is not January.
Correct.
This is June.
However, even outside of executive session, people on the board have questioned the relevance of some of our legal representation. This has been brought up to give us an additional option, period.
Is ChasTyler your attorney, Bob? He was your attorney, correct?
ChasTyler handled the case for my wife before.
And you, for Chardon, and from my understanding, because he told me that. So he is our attorney, and he has been your personal attorney?
ChasTyler has been my personal attorney?
Yes, so I think that's a conflict. That's a conflict of ethics.
Well, was he the board president?
Yes, he was the board president.
He was board president.
Yes, that's a conflict.
He's been removed from the board for 6 months.
For 6 months?
Mm-hmm. And that's all I need to be.
Actually,
It's been about a year now.
That's a conflict.
Well, if you've got a problem with me reading it, what have you,
There may be a conflict of interest, so it probably is not recommended.
No, if you've got a problem with me reading it, would you want to?
Can you, I'm sorry, can you explain to me a little bit more? Because there's a lot of...
Well, right now, are we having a motion, or if the whole motion was called into question?
Well, I thought we just... We're not in
Yeah,
discussion.
you're in discussion.
Okay.
You moved and
So, well, why did you choose this law firm? What was your rationale?
Because from my knowledge of how he's helped the school in the past, in terms of legal areas where he wasn't compensated as board president, he's very good.
Do you talk to him?
He's not indecisive. He's not someone that will allow paychecks to accumulate and time to just roll.
Have you talked to him since he has not been board president on a non-professional basis?
If I talk to him,
Have you talked to him?
I've talked to him, yes.
And he called me Saturday. I have it in my cell phone, and I didn't get the message. I didn't get a couple. He called me on Saturday. I have it in my phone right now.
Is there a way that we can research some other representatives to see if we get a comparable cost?
You can do whatever you want. I saw a need. I talked to the board president and addressed some concerns. It was decided that looking into some other options might be good, simply because we don't want the continued escalation of legal fees that I think, and I'm not going to violate executive session, because it's been talked about well outside of executive session, and no one's happy about that.
If you're interested in looking for another attorney, well, get a few more options out there. I don't see why there's...
Well, you know what? It's not incumbent for me to go and necessarily do that. I'm providing what I think is a solution for somebody to be able to help us. I'm putting it up for a board vote. You guys want to vote no? That's fine. It's just time is upon us. The next financial year starts in July. I'm not going to Mickey Mouse around with this. I've been trying to do planning. God knows, you can look at the public record. Since March, I've been pushing this. It's not my fault that right now it's late June.
Organizational items are passed in January, not June. May I say it again and again? We do not do this in June, so why are we doing this now? And if you want to do
There's nothing wrong with
if you want to do it, get a group. Get it 1, 2, 3, so we can choose which, if you want to have another one added. I don't see why...
I'm just saying...
I don't want to go through all this and take another 2 months, and all of a sudden we're in August, the start of the school year, before we're doing this.
I understand what you're saying. And ChasTyler might be the best for us. I just want all the information so I can make the correct decision. That's all I'm asking. All I got is a sentence, and then I got to make a vote on that. I can't do that. I got to have more information than this. That's what I'm saying.
Can I add my quick view, because this is the first time I've read this motion. Just when everybody was reading it, it's the first time I've read it, and I don't think it's a secret that ChasTyler and I did not have the best working relationship. All right, it's not a secret. And I hope that's not a violation of any executive session or anything. We do not have the best working relationship. However, I have to look at a couple factors. First, by approving him does not immediately mean we are going to be paying him anything. It's an option for us to use if we choose to. Okay, I like having.
Chooses the board?
If the board chooses.
Or one or two
Excuse me.
board members?
I listen to you. I just like
One or
to
two
finish
board
my
members
piece.
can't get anything done.
Okay, so if we choose to, is another option that we are adding to what we have already. Secondly, even though we didn't have the best working relationship, I did have a lot of respect for Charles's professional skills as an attorney, because there's many times that came into play while he was a member of the board that I was informed of, or that I personally saw that he was not compensated for in any way, and he really clarified and helped us out. So, I'm fine with this, giving us another option.